Hi everyone, I want to have a real moment today. This journey is not easy, whether if it's weight loss, being consistent, or just trying to balance work life, home life, and anything in between. Keeping your faith and staying strong when life be lifing is a challenge. And sometimes I hope I'm not the only one, but I just want to give up. Give up in the sense of where I don't feel like being on a weight loss journey anymore. I don't feel like eating healthy. I don't feel like trying to go and figure out how I'm gonna exercise. I don't feel like trying to have time management. I don't feel like giving my all at work. There are times that I just want to say, hey, I'm just going to go through life and just go through the motions rather than having any type of structure. Because it seems like when you're going through these difficult seasons, it is hard to continue on the journey that you're on, regardless of if it's weight loss or something else. So I want to share with you all today just why I'm not going to give up. I want to talk a little bit about my journey and just share some things about what's been going on lately. And hopefully I will inspire someone else. If you're new here, I'm Claudia, and I have been on a weight loss journey for almost 2 years. Next month will be 2 years. I lost over 60 pounds on the medication semaglutide, and just this week, I am still over 60 pounds on this weight loss journey. When I started this journey, I was at 238, and just this week, I weighed in at 176. Lately, I've been going through a lot. I shared a few months ago that I got in a car wreck in January, and so I got a new car in March, and now we have just been battling insurance, dealership, because there's a lot of things going on with the car that we shouldn't have to pay for when we just got a car. And so in July, I took it and it's still there. And right now, the actual service department is allowing us to use one of their rentals because they realize that, this is some crazy stuff going on. But anyway, dealing with that, I think has added into some stress in my body. And y'all know when we are stressed as women, where does it go? It goes straight to our midsection in our belly. And so that has been a challenge. And I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, like I'm eating better. I am, I'm not going backwards. Even though I am not currently on the medication, I have tried to be more consistent with my food regimen. Like I'm still trying to do that. I have been in and out of the gym, not very, not as consistent as I wanted to, but I'm not going backwards. So I'm like, where is this stomach weight coming from? Like, where is it coming from? And it's coming from stress. That's what I had to realize last week. I had a moment where I've had like 2 breakdowns, emotional breakdowns, where I really felt like, what is going on? Like, it's just been a challenge. And so I want to share with you, when you have these challenges, it is hard to continue to lose weight. It is hard to continue to be consistent in the gym. And I am saying to you, I am there. I am there. So the last 2 weeks, even though I did not want to go, I went to the gym. I didn't go every day, but the days that I could go, I went. And I really was so unmotivated when I was in there. But I stuck it out. I walked for 30 minutes and then I did my weights each day that I was in there. And so even though I felt like I didn't get much out of it, it felt good to still go. As far as my food regimen, I've still been planning out my meals. I've still been trying to continue watching my ingredients, eating those healthier options. So when you're not feeling like it, continue to do what you have to do. Stop, pause, cry, whatever you have to do to keep moving, because that's what I had to do. I literally just broke down crying this past week and the week before. And I just I have these moments. Sometimes I'm, missing my mom. If you watch any of my old videos, my mom passed away last year. And sometimes I'm like missing her because I can go to her and talk to her and she can give me something encouraging. She'll always give me a scripture or give me something encouraging. Tell me that, God ain't gonna put nothing on you more than you can bear. So God is reminding me that this journey is not just about weight. It's about getting stronger in our faith. So when these challenges come in life, we are ready to be able to handle them. And like I said, be vulnerable. Have those moments. I'm saying to you that I had 2 within the last 2 weeks. And there's nothing wrong with that because I'm going to pick myself back up and I'm going to keep going. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to keep trying. And I want you to know that as well. We do not have to be perfect as moms and women. We just have to keep trying and keep pushing and stay encouraged. Another challenge that I feel like I'm facing is the different things that I have to do after work. I am very grateful that my children are involved in various things, but I have to be reminded that even though they're involved in these things, you have to figure out how to manage your time. I think and trying to balance things when your kids are in so many different things. As your kids get older, at least for me and my kids, they are involved in a lot of things. And so I know sometimes parents are like, hey, we're sticking to one thing as you get older because it does get busy. But our kids are in multiple things. So it does get very busy. And like I shared with my husband, we are not going to take them out of anything because they love what they're doing right now. And so we want them to continue. And so what I'm having to do is figure out where my balance is. Like work has been very stressful lately. And then I have to turn around and try to go to the gym in between picking up my kids, going to an activity. And sometimes I just do not want to do it. Another thing that's been going on is work stress. I am a special education teacher and I have multiple things going on multiple times a day. And I am mentally and physically exhausted by the end of my work day. So trying to add in going to the gym after work, that's one of the main reasons why I have not had the energy to go. I am getting a balanced breakfast, but I'm not eating my breakfast till probably 9-10 o'clock. Because of our commute from our house to take my kids to their schools, and then I drive back to my job. My son, let me tell y'all this real quick, but my son's school is literally right next door to my school. It's like my son's school, it's a neighborhood, and then it's my school. So I drop him off, but then I drive 15-20 minutes, depending on traffic, it's 20 minutes, to drop my daughter off at her school. And then I come all the way back 15-20 minutes, depending on traffic, to my school. So the commute that I have, I'm not able to eat breakfast before because we leave the house. We have a good hour to do our commute. And so I have about 45 minutes before my students come. So I try to eat then, but literally when I get there, it's like I hit the ground running. So I'm not eating breakfast till about 9-10 o'clock. Then I'm not really eating a big lunch because I eat breakfast so late. Plus, I've shared before that I don't really like to have a big lunch. I like to either bring a snack, a healthier snack, or I have a very light lunch. Now, there are days when we have certain stuff at school, just like this past Friday, we had like a little event for the teachers and I will eat then. But I will try to eat a light breakfast if I do that. I feel like I have the proper nutrition to work out after the gym. Sometimes I feel like that may play a role in my being fatigued. Like I said, I'm not on the medication, and that really, I feel like wasn't a side effect of mine. I really can't even tell you all if it was for real. Because I was taking B12 shots on and off while I was on the medication. But back to the work stress. So having that work stress and then balancing things after work, my kids' activities, going to the gym, getting to work on time, like leaving the house on time. That was one of my breakdowns the week before last, because it's like no matter what I do, I get up, at a certain time. I am preparing at night. I am prepping things before. I am trying to stick to my same morning routine. And it's like I am 5 minutes. It's like I can't get those 5 minutes. Like those 5 minutes I'm behind will throw us off in the morning. And I had a moment when I got to work the week before last. And I just broke down because I was like, what am I teaching my kids? Like, it's like we have been struggling, or I have been struggling, I have been struggling with this for years with time management. And it's usually only like 5, maybe 10. 10 minutes has been not a lot of our life, not a lot of my mom life, but those 5 to 10, I would say between 5 to 10 minutes has been our struggle, has been my struggle. I keep saying our, it is my struggle. And I literally just had a breakdown. And I was like, I'm done. And it's like you just said, you feel like I stopped trying to rush. I stopped trying to prepare. I don't want to prep at night. I just want to give up on it. But I had a moment. I cried it out. I got it out. But I'm going to keep trying because I have to keep showing up for myself and for my family. So I had a breakdown this past week because I got the news that the actual Hyundai corporate office would not honor fixing the vehicle. And I'm like, we have went to this dealership 3 times to purchase a car. We have been loyal customers. We have talked highly of this place. We have went in each and every time to talk to them in a positive light. We've been, good people. We have not had an attitude. We have came in there very professional, very polite. And we feel like what's going on? Like, why are they not honoring this default that they have? And so I just told my husband, I was like, oh my gosh, I threw my hands up like, Lord, what now? Like, what else? That's how I'm feeling. Those were my 2 breakdowns. And that's what I'm saying. When you're having these challenges in life, you don't want to think about weight loss. You don't want to think about exercising. You don't want to think about time management. You just are going through. But thankfully, I'm not gaining. I was a couple weeks ago at 179. I'm at 176. So I feel like I'm still maintaining my weight loss, even though I feel like I don't have an interest. One of the things that's been keeping me going is that I've been getting up every morning, spending time with God. I have been doing my devotionals, my prayer, and I've started a gratitude journal. I was already doing my 75 Soft Challenge. I was doing devotionals, but I added some extra things to it just because I wanted to be able to have that mental toughness that I needed. So whenever I'm met with these challenges, I'm able to battle it in the Word. However, I will sit up here and tell you again, I have been getting up praying. I have been getting up reading the Word. I have been doing my gratitude journal, but I have still been struggling. But I'm not going to stop doing it. Even though I feel like my flesh has not met up with where it needs to be, I'm still battling that, but I'm not going to stop. And that's what I'm here to tell you today. Just don't stop. Regardless of the circumstances, like I said, pause, cry, take a break, rest, but get back up and keep going. The other thing is being around encouraging people or having someone pour into you. This Saturday, today, I was able to go to a Laugh, Cry, Heal conference put on by Erica Campbell. And that conference was just the encouragement that I needed when you're going through these tough seasons. You need to be able to be surrounded by some type of inspiration, something that's going to help empower you to get to the next step or to just keep moving, period. So I say to you, if you are in this place, if you are going through a season where it is very difficult to want to continue on this weight loss journey, on being consistent, on, trying to balance life and live life to the fullest possible that you can, you are not alone. If you are going through this, drop a heart so that other people will feel like they're not alone. Help me feel like I'm not alone, because I know as women and moms, we have this feeling that we're going through these challenges by ourselves. If you have not already, please make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel so that you can continue to follow along on my journey. And I will see you all in the next video.